welcome to this live stream with, okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hello and welcome to this live stream with School of AI. Today we're hosting one of our special, let's say, people in the community of AI and in the Islamic world in general. She's Farah Farchoukh, haka?
Correct.
Yeah, who is a medical AI engineer, AI instructor at Zak AI, project management and entrepreneurship consultant, and also in innovating innovating AI solutions in healthcare and academia. I welcome you on board, and I would like to thank everyone for your attendance. Thanks to School of AI for hosting such great talks. Make sure everyone to enjoy and capture as much as possible from this talk. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them over here. We're going to be answering them at the end of this session. And yeah, that's all. Thank you again, Farah, for accepting our invitation. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invitation. And I'm really happy to be and honored to be part of this amazing community, AI Summit 2025. And I'm so looking forward for the engagement of the audiences. Please feel free to pop in and your questions, anything in thoughts for the current AI innovation or any future thoughts. Let's start in.
Okay.
All right. So today our talk is going to be about the role of AI in medical diagnostics. I'm sure that you've seen and witnessed a lot of paperwork, a lot of research, a lot of maybe FDA also improvements, hugely also in the recent a year or two, specifically in the AI in medical diagnostics and healthcare in general. As our friend has presented me more than great, thank you so much. So basically, I'm Farah Farchoukh. I'm AI instructor at Zak AI and medical AI engineer at Salamati. I help in innovating AI solutions in healthcare and academia, and I work also thoroughly into project management and an entrepreneurship consultant. Now, what is AI in medical diagnostics? So basically, as I've witnessed that we have a lot of audiences from the CS faculty, so I'm not going to go through what is AI in general. I'm going to just dive into what is AI in medical diagnostics. So which is refers to the use of machine learning, deep learning, and data-driven algorithms to assess and improve the accuracy, speed, and efficiency of disease detection and medical disease decision making. Now, this is very crucial in the healthcare industry because we've never thought or we pictured that we can have a robotic-driven or technology-driven, such as AI, to actually help patient care with thoroughly and accommodation that equalizes the expertise of doctors. Now, as we all know, AI is not here to replace anyone. It can be actually a very great driven help and assist for doctor for the patient care. Moving forward. Now, why is AI used in diagnostics? For so many different reasons. Okay. Sorry. So basically, we use AI in diagnostics in traditional diagnosis that relies on manual interpretation. For example, we're speaking here about the X-rays, doctor reviewing symptoms, and radiologists. Moreover, and for the second pipeline is that identifying patterns, whereby the AI is in this process. AI can enhance in the process of identifying patterns in medical images, patient history, and lab results faster and more accurately than humans. And this can actually help a lot in the progression of any kind of diseases and any kind of new incurring diseases that can human witness over ages. And then the third reason is for remote diagnostics. And the remote diagnostics, AI enables remote diagnosis, especially for underserved areas where the process of technologies are not that much of accessible, and even the healthcare provision, it might be too expensive for them to pay for. Now, what are the core AI technologies used in diagnostics? We're speaking here more about computer vision, NLPs, and federated learning. Now, basically, in the computer vision, AI-powered image analysis, especially as we said in X-ray, CT scans, also MRIs and ultrasounds, in the NLP or natural language processing, AI-driven analysis of medical records, doctor notes, and clinical texts. And what about the federated learning? AI is trained on decentralized patient data while maintaining privacy and security. Now, hereby we're speaking about the policies that do allow the regulations, specifically for the FDA regulations that go for the general government regulations for the protection for the data of the patient and that prevent any breaching. Now, when we talk about major revolutions in medical AI companies, specifically in terms of Google Health, we've witnessed a lot of big jump in their protein analysis innovations. And also, in another side, we have IBM Watson Health was able to use the NLP-based AI for analyzing medical documents. And for Siemens Healthineers, they were able to become the first driven into AI-enhanced imaging for hospitals. Also, in terms of the GE healthcare, they were able to innovate AI-driven medical imaging and patient monitoring. Now, how did this happen in terms of from the labs into our daily life? Now, AI performance on demanding benchmark continues to improve. We're talking about AI systems that were made a major jump into the strides on generating high quality video, and in some settings, language models, agents even outperformed humans in programming tasks with limited time budgets. And also, AI increasingly embedded in everyday life. From healthcare to transportations, AI is rapidly moving from the lab to our daily life. In 2023, the FDA approved 223 AI-enabled medical devices, when in 2015, they only approved on 6. And in businesses, all businesses are all in on AI. That's because they are fueling record investments and usage as research continues to show strong productivity impacts. We're talking about 2020-2024, US private AI investments grew to $109 billion, nearly 12 times the China, which was at $9.3 billion, and 24 times of the UK investment, which is $4.5 billion. And also, AI becomes more efficient, affordable, and accessible because AI driven by increasing capable small models, the inference costs for a system performing at the level of the GPT 3.5 dropped over 280 folds between November 2024 and October 2024. Governments are stepping up on AI with regulations and investments. We're speaking about federal agencies. They are producing and introducing 59 AI-related regulations, more than double the number of 2023, as twice as many agencies. And AI earned 2 honors for its impact on science. we're talking about AI's growing importance and reflected in major scientific awards. One for Google Health, as I was speaking, in terms of the protein folding in chemistry, and also Turing Award honored the groundbreaking contribution for reinforcement learning. All right, so over here, we can witness the AI-driven protein sequence models. Let's speak specifically for the revolution of the ESM-C, which overcame all the previous revolutions that includes ESM2, for example, in terms of 650M and 3B and 1.5B also. I'm going to talk more about this. So, in terms of AI has transformed numerous scientific fields, with protein science being one of the most impacted areas. Understanding protein sequencing in humanity is fundamental in biology, influencing drug discovery and synthetic biology and disease research. Recent AI advancements have enabled scientists to analyze and predict protein functions, structures, and interaction with unprecedented accuracy. So, for the past year alone, has witnessed a remarkable progress in AI models applied to protein sequences. Large language models for the models that have improved our ability to predict protein properties. They accelerated the research in structural biology and molecular engineering. So, as noted above, we have several notable protein sequencing models, such as AlphaFold, and we have the ESM2, and we have the ESM3. They recently released ESM3, that's shown in the graph, integrated the multimodal inputs, sequence, structure, and interaction data. While its larger parameter size improves the representatives and predictive accuracy, in 2024 have achieved greater accuracy in predicting protein structure in the critical assessment of structure prediction. Now, also, as we can see in this slide, the imaging of the AI is very much comparative and competitive for what the imaging can happen from the machines, and the analysis that the AI is able to interpret is equalizing to the capacity of the human doctor. Over here in this slide, we can see the implementation of the YOLO, which is a deep learning model that is able to make object detection that can find, for example, tumors, that can find stones in the kidney stones, for example, that can find the cancer on the skin lesion. For so many different varieties that you can imagine in tracking, where we have the symptoms on the patient that can predict and help and assess the doctor need. All right. Now, if we want to talk about complex and the recent AI revolution, we want to talk about the exploring for the multi-agent systems. Now, as we all know that before we used to, for example, to design a certain AI system that have a software and, for example, work on models, the pipeline that we all know from collecting the data, cleaning the data, the processing, then we add some feature engineering and see how it goes and how it's going to be able to comprehend, and then having a certain prediction. Now, this pipeline happened to work on for so many different aspects, so many different revolutions for one need, right? But in the recent discoveries and revolution in AI, we have been working on agents, and not only one agent. We're talking about multi-agents. How does this work? When we work on designing multi-agents, we can have like a factory of AI systems that work collaboratively together, just like corporates. Like, for example, in the hierarchy in corporates, we can have the admin, we can have the manager, we can have the workers. for certain positions, we can allocate the mission for each AI agent to do a certain job, okay, and then it can direct it to the upper position in the same system, so that the other person or the other AI agent can interpret and analyze, and for example, they can also talk, for example, for with the CEO, with the admin, with the manager. We're talking about a complex system that is able to read and analyze the whole data and the whole interpretation, and improve before giving the final prediction. Okay, and that's why in the recent innovation, for example, that goes into the Gemini, that goes into the ChatGPT, we've seen a lot of capacities that they were able to do, other than, for example, tokenizations and just generating texts. For example, in the latest let's say, just like it was a trend in the AI, which was that the cartoon character that everyone was using. The ChatGPT workers, they were begging people to stop it for some time, because the GPUs and the CPUs were like actually melting. Imagine that, like more than 1 million customer, they were like demanding the same request at the 1 second. That was a big threshold in the use of the ChatGPT, because before this new trend that went viral, ChatGPT wasn't able to make actually great pictures, and wasn't able to generate even great imaging. But because of the multi-agent tasks, that they were like more sequential and more organized, and now ChatGPT can process way better than before, giving better results that satisfy our need. So that was just an example for the multi-agent systems, and you can think of so many different needs that one application can actually do so many different variables. And what is interesting there is that they are all able to interact with each other. They are all able to advance and just give always better results, and improve with time. And this is also remind us about the very famous the chess challenge that happened way before in the hype of the AI, because like when the AI is always learning and developing, and this is how it becomes more intelligent in a very very short sequence of time. Now, if we want to talk about how important AI is in the healthcare, we want to talk about why the human diagnostic alone is not enough. Because when we're talking about a human diagnostic, the doctor diagnostic, when it happens manual, a lot of parameters can integrate over there. Because, for example, the doctor might have a lot of patients. He might be not available at all times, which is very regular, very normal, especially because his kind of workflow demand him, for example, to stay on flight for quite some hours, or attend conferences, or perhaps do some surgeries. So all of these durations, he is not available for the end user of the patients. And health service is very critical. It's very on the spot demanding, and that's why a lot of patients, they have to switch doctors according to the, for example, more availability, according to different kind of expertise. For example, if you want to pick a doctor, you need to see so many different ones, and at times when you attend or to see your own doctor, the persona of this doctor might change with time. His professionalism might also change with age, and or with time, or with personal, for example, challenges. And this is all prone to consequences of your healthcare. And that's why when we talk about having AI assistant to the doctor, this can for sure guarantee your record always in check whenever you are, for example, witnessing some changes in your body. Also, check your vital parameters. For example, imagine that while you are sleeping, AI can actually understand your heartbeat. He can understand your glucose level. He can understand your blood pressure. These parameters that they are very vital for living. When you are not aware of symptoms that are so much changing in your body. For example, if you are wearing AI wearable device, it can track your performance even when you are at sleep, or even when you are super busy, or even when you are on flight. So this is how AI can actually revolutionize your healthcare service, and can equip these data for the doctor on the spot, so he can give you an emergency interpretation, and make on the spot the diagnosis and the assist. And this is very vital for so many healthcare cases, right? That's when the scientists, even the CS engineers, and all over the engineers, they really thought of how quite important AI has to be, and has to be validated in the healthcare. And the help of the government, the help of the FDA in their approval, and in their detailed work and the supervision on the AI, is actually helping the startups and the entrepreneurs to take the step into the healthcare AI startup, and launch their own companies, and think of some gaps that still, for now, still encounter. We've seen a lot of great technologies done by AI. For example, for the AI solution, we've witnessed also the cancer detection, the early cancer detection. We've also witnessed the ability to locate the kidney stones, and so many different areas, and also sepsis, the celiac, for example, and the list goes on. And this is also always going to be promising, and there's going to always be improving day by day. Now let's talk about the AI challenges. Now, and the correct that AI can help us, can promise us with great escapes from diseases, but we have few challenges so far we are still encountering. The first one is data quality and availability in the medical industry. So because the data is often fragmented across different systems, making it difficult to train AI, because AI needs large and well annotated data sets, which are often limited, especially in the underserved areas. And the second AI challenge is the regulatory and the ethical barriers. Strict regulations from the FDA, EMA, the HIPAA, the GDPR, they slow down the AI integration because patient privacy concerns and ensuring AI handles data securely is critical. Especially in the European countries and the Russian countries, they take a lot of time, more than the China and the USA, whenever they want to implement, for example, a new AI innovation, because they study a lot the startup, the company, the breaching. They have so many different regulations that goes under these regulatory systems that they have to abide to, and there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of processes that might take ages for them to launch. But this can always also give us a security and gives us a promise that our health will not be played over just some AI technologies. And also, our third challenge, currently we have a bias and generalizing issues. AI trained on limited demographics can lead to biased predictions, and AI must be tested on diverse patient groups to be reliable. On one of the innovations that I've made recently, I've created an application that is able to predict the skin cancer on 4 different kinds from the skin lesion, and gives the prediction with percentages, and give the patient the connection with a relevant doctor that we actually work with. And the outcome was super high, and even it was tested on over 100 patients in our clinics and hospitals. It gives us around 90% equal prediction to human doctors. But what was interesting factor here, and that's why we're talking about bias, because this worked only, for example, on the MENA region, on white or moderate the skin types, and not over the African or the dark skin types. And this will create bias, because for example, it only provides a solution on a certain people and not for others. And this is not what we wanted actually to create. We wanted to create an equality AI solution that works with everyone. But so far we don't have for example enough large data that we can implement into our system that can give unbiased prediction. But definitely we are working into this. And the countries, whenever they are digitalizing their documentaries, this will help a lot in our solutions, such as this one. And also other AI challenges. When we talk about AI, we talk about also how explanatory it is for non-technical people, the XAI, which is explanatory artificial intelligence. So explanatory and trust is very important between the AI engineers and the doctor end, because the doctors and the medical field, the medical people, they need to understand very, very truthfully and build a trust between us, so that they can have an interpretation equally to us on, for example, how the AI works and why it works on X and not for Y, for example. So, for example, many AI models operate as black boxes, as doctors state, because they are not able to understand fully the picture of AI and how it works. Now, making their decisions hard to interpret, doctors and regulatory need explanatory AI for trust and reliability. The more the explanatory AI is, the better it is for every end user. If that is, for example, patient, if that is like a non-technical person, if that is, for example, manager, a doctor, the CEO, everyone should be able to understand technical dictionaries for non-technical people. And this is something we always need to work on in the AI industry. And also, AI should assist and not replace doctors. And this is always very crucial for us to understand, because AI is a decision support tool, and it doesn't stand alone in diagnostics, especially in diagnostic. So over reliance on AI can lead to misdiagnosis if a human oversight is removed. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I would like to know if you have any question. Please, if you can scan the barcode, I would love to connect with you. Okay, 1 second.
Thank you so much for the talk. It was a great one, and it was full of information. Thank you. I hope everyone has enjoyed. Yes, we do have some questions.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how to. Okay, the first question asked by me. I was looking forward to ask somebody this question. How can we secure AI agents in healthcare against data leaks, especially from adversarial attacks targeting sensitive patient information?
Right. So what we are currently working on is that when we create an AI solution, we use a system, for example, AWS, that can have a validated high profile and security against a breaching, so that we can keep our data and our information over there and protect them over time. And this is, for now, is the best scenario, definitely.
Okay, thank you. The second question is asked by me too. What are the best practices to secure AI agents in healthcare and prevent them from leaking sensitive patient data? I guess you've answered it within the first one, right? If you have something to add,
Yes.
okay. The third question asked by Kemal, School of AI team lead, club lead, sorry. AI in healthcare has always been an exciting direction for students, but data availability is a recurrent challenge in region-focused solutions, specifically Algeria, Africa, MENA. How to overcome this challenge? He's mainly talking about data.
Yes. So at many times you can find data across the internet. For instance, you can find, for example, using OpenAI systems and accessible data. Many resources they offer for free, and but at very specific. If the request is very specific, at times we have to create our own raw data. And this also encountered in my own experience when we did also an AI challenge competition in a hackathon, and we didn't have actually a rigorous data, because the data that was available also over the internet, it was very much scattered in the quality. Some of them, like, they were designed in labs, and other one in nature, so they were like not much balanced and the structured data. So this is one of the challenges, because the most important AI challenge that we face is finding great data to begin with, in order for us to create innovations.
Okay. Now we have another question by Sri Hari. I don't know if I've spelled it right.
Yes.
How can we trust AI models for health? Is explainable AI near perfect?
Explainable AI is really helpful for people that are not technical, and so far, definitely we can trust AI innovations that are that are under the regulations systems. For example, the FDA's and the HIPAA. These are well secured and well regulated and supervised AI solutions. That's and also that you need to go back to the people that are behind this AI innovation. Are these, for example, in the the AI engineering background? Do they have a background for example, in the healthcare and in the medicine faculty? This factor also plays a definitely important role in this.
Fair enough. Another question by Kamel too. Uh, there is an interesting challenge by Indaba X to tackle African challenges with AI. What are interesting research directions to tackle in such contexts? We're willing to participate as School of AI community. And again, he's saying by context, I mean healthcare and well-being in Africa.
Interesting question, and definitely I would like to work with Kamel, right?
Kamal, yes.
Sorry, yes, Kamal, definitely. Please, if you can just send him my email, maybe we can work and collaborate on this together. We would like to definitely modernize the use of AI, especially for the underserved people, where they don't have, for example, the access into AI, and we can definitely work on this aside.
Okay, noted. Mhm. Are there any other questions? Don't think there are questions for now. Again, thank you so much for the talk. I've benefited a lot. I've enjoyed this session.
Same
I hope
here.
everyone has gone through the same feeling as me, and make sure everyone to connect to her as she's a super interesting individual. And okay, what's your input on Evo 2 model by NVIDIA by Kemal?
I think it's a great AI innovation. I've read about it. It's a recent one, and it's great. Actually, NVIDIA is doing amazing job. It's one of the leading technologies in AI. They are the first always to come up with the new AI innovations. So yeah.
I hope this answers your question. Okay. I don't know if we should wait for other questions or we should stop it. Okay. So I guess yeah. Okay, thank you, Kamal. I guess that will do. If you have any other questions, you can contact her or contact us in School of AI, and we're gonna make sure to. Another question too. What's the potential for RL in healthcare? He's talking about reinforcement learning.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, there's always a chance for using RL in healthcare. I've used it so many different times, but we have depends on the purpose of the AI, depending on what you are creating, and so you can use CNN, we can use MobileNet V2, you can use KNN. So it's very subjective depending on what you are actually building. But reinforcement learning at many times actually always works.
Definitely, yes.
Is there
Okay.
another one, comment?
Okay, Kamal, if you have other questions, I guess you may get in touch to her directly. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Thank you again, Farah.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're
It was
welcome.
my pleasure.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Okay. Okay. He says, I hope I can generate more later on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that will do for today's talk. Thanks everyone for attending. Thank you, Farah, again. Hope to see you soon in the next talks. Make sure not to miss them. School of AI is always here for you. It's a great community where you can learn AI and explore the different techniques and different technologies. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Farah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Salam alaikum.